Hey guys, welcome back to my late night talks. Today I have another story time, and this happened like I think around 2017 there. Yeah. So I met this guy, and like we knew each other from high school, but we had like different friend groups, but we still knew each other. So we got to know each other, and he ended up living around where I lived at the time, and we used to meet up and hang out. And I used to have a friend of his, like we used to like live very very close by, so that's why I used to like hang out most of the time. Then I found out that was like a few months before I met him. Then I found out that he was also living around where I lived. So yeah, so we started hanging out like the three of us. So um one day he told me like he wanted to be with me, and he like really liked me and everything. And I was like, cool, because I felt like, I felt something for him, but like, yeah, I couldn't say like I was in love, but I got to know him, and then I fell in love. So this guy, like, I think it was a time where we were looking for universities where we could go and stuff like that. Let's give him a name, Red. So Red went to like a very prestigious school, and I remember I took him to go and sign in. I remember that was such a nice time. It was such a like chilled vibes and everything, and we were really close. We would hang out like all the time, imagine. And I would always like pop up into his house, because like I would feel like I'm lonely and stuff, and I would just go and pop up to his campus, living in his own place. And like it was just close to school, so yeah, so I used to go there and see him most of the time. At that time I did not sign up to like a university. I went and started working. So I was working, and he was like doing his thing in school. Yeah, so I even helped him move. Actually, I helped him move and everything. So we were just living life, enjoying each other's time. Yeah. So like 2 years later, I met some of his friends. He introduced me to some of his friends, like two girls, and he was like, "This is my friends, and they always come here to like get ready before they go out, because the place is near like a huge club." Yeah, so he was like, "They always come here to like get ready and stuff." So like, these are just my friends. Like, you don't need to be alarmed or anything. So I was like, "Okay, cool." Anyway, long story short, the girl even came to my birthday once. Like, redhead, like, even hosted like a birthday party for me. And then the girl came, her friend, the same girl. So there's this day, like, we like watching football. Yeah. And it was just our thing. We enjoyed watching football together. And yeah. So one day we were watching football, and the girls come into the crib. Yeah, so the girls come into the crib, and they were like, "Oh, we want to go out. We're waiting for someone to come and pick us up, but we are just here to like get ready." We are still watching football, and we are enjoying our time. And there was like also like a couple of guys, his friends. They were just chilling. So we watched the game, and the game ended, and I was in a hurry because I was going back home to see my grandma. So I was like, "Oh, let me go. Gonna call an Uber. I go home." And yeah, make sure you're careful, yeah, because I was actually getting like some shady vibes with these girls even from day one. Like they were just giving very shady vibes. So I remember I told him like, you just be careful, yeah, be careful, and make sure like you're okay with them, yeah. Make sure they don't sleep here, because people used to like take advantage of him like that. And me, I was not even thinking on that side, because I thought he was such a loyal dude. So yeah, I left. So when I left, I went home, and he became distant, and I was wondering like, why is he quiet and stuff like that. So the guilt was killing him, yeah. And his friends were like, "If you're not gonna tell Hanan, I'm gonna tell Hanan, so you have to," because they were gonna snitch on him if he didn't tell me the truth. So he texts me and he's like, we need to talk and everything. And then I was like, you just tell me what's wrong. And he was like, he just told me on phone, like, I cheated on you, and she kissed me. Now the friend of the friend, yeah, she she kissed me, and well, I don't know. And then I was like, what? She kissed you? Kumbe, that's not the only thing. They ended up sleeping together and everything, and I was just like, what? So it was hard for me to like grasp this whole situation. I couldn't understand why he would do that after all we've been through. So long story short, he ended up cheating on me with a girl. Yeah. And then Red came and tried to like buy me with like gifts and stuff just to tell me sorry and everything, that I should take him back. And I was like, no, dude, you broke my trust. You betrayed me. You went and spent a night with a total stranger, because actually I'm pretty sure he didn't know her like that, because he knew the friend more than the other girl that he cheated with. So it was just a whole thing, man. Anyway, so I told him off, and he just kept on being around me, kept on wanting to see me, and I had really like cut him off. I was like, this is over, we are done, like. But he kept on coming around until he got the hint that it was over. Yeah. Anyway, so the girl one day, she found me in town. I was walking, and she was like, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. I don't know what you told the guy, Red. Now I don't know what you told the guy, and whatever. And I've been hearing you've been saying a lot about me, because the girl was like very violent, and I don't know, she was just really like violent with everybody. She liked fighting so much. She's like, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you, and what. So I had to call the ex and told him, like, you just check on your girl, she's trying to get in my business, yeah. And yeah, I think he talked to her, because she never really like ever acted like that ever again. And right now it's history. I know, like, sometimes I still like reach out, but you know what? Let me tell you, Red genuinely did love me. And yeah, but it's just the trust thing. Yeah, we started talking, but we never really got to that point ever again. We were just friends, and we were very cordial with each other. Yeah, he's such a cool dude. He still is, whatever he is, but you know, sometimes shit happens, and yeah. Anyway, that's the end of the story. Also, imagine I had to stay with makeup this whole time just to shoot this video. The length I will go to make videos. Oh my days. You guys, it's a sacrifices for me. Anyway, just know I love you guys, because I stayed with makeup for this long, and I'm not a makeup person. Yeah, this is just a side note. Anyway, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Remember to subscribe, hit that like button, subscribe, guys, if you have not. Yeah, remember that we are on the road to 250. Right now we are at 247, guys. 247, 3 people ifike 50. Yeah, so subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, babes.